Okay, this is Norm Flowers here with Celeste Wade at where we did the Build-A-Rama 2023 here at Awesome Possum, and her trusty steed Atlas here. Um, he looks like he can eat a little bit, but anyway, we've finally reached the point of a few tweaks and all that sort of thing, and got ready for the video and everything. So, Celeste, tell us a little bit about yourself, like how you became to be a nomad, and a little bit of where you're from, and etc. Um,
Okay, we are from Washington State and lived there most of my life, going on, well, 50 next week. My gosh.
uh,
It's coming up quick.
Time flies, don't it? Uh,
Uh, anyways, we've been on the road for about a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in November. And this van was actually gifted to me from some friends that have an electrical business. So it's a old 1990 Chevy Express, uh, 2500, or I'm sorry, a 3500, and it had rust on it. And that was the first one of the things that we did. Norm got up on my roof and sanded out all the rust spots and painted the roof and the hood, and then we sanded down some of the other spots, bad spots on the outside. Kind of the first step to getting it ready to be primed at some point and repainted, but just some little touch ups on that. So that was one project.
okay,
And we just kind of, sorry, don't
no,
need to
that's
get into
okay.
the build already, but
Yeah.
as far as our journey, it was kind of a spontaneous thing. I've, like I said, I've lived in Washington most of my life, and kids gone, and I wasn't working, and decided I could either sit at home or I could go and see the world. So we're exploring the country and trying to hit all the national parks and all the
And
states. And
where do you tend to head from here?
from here, we're actually heading back northwest up to Oregon, and we'll take most of the next couple of months kind of exploring our way that direction. So we'll be in Oregon in August.
Well, I guess I take it because of this event and this build event and everything, you did somewhat of a whole transformation, I guess.
I did. I came in with about 3 or 4 projects I wanted to do, and I ended up pretty much gutting the van and starting over from the beginning. So,
Okay, well, if you want to show us your van, I guess start up here in the
cool.
passenger side here.
So,
Blue Max.
my co-pilot, obviously, Atlas, is a 130-pound English Mastiff, and he rides up front. So, my first task was to take out the passenger seat, um, because he was basically riding on a board and kind of surfing on the seat.
Was he a little
So
bigger than the board?
he was a little bigger than the board, yes. So the first job was to take that seat out and make him a more secure area and a bigger area. When I started doing that, though, I decided that I could make better use of the space as well. So underneath his bed, which his whole bed fits now, which only about that much of it fit before. But underneath here, we created a bunch of storage. So up front here, this just lifts up and out, and underneath is all my winter storage.
Huh.
So winter clothes and blankets and whatnot. And then that just sits up in there.
So if you get up in the mountains on your way back, you can grab something warm really close.
Exactly.
Quick.
Exactly. And then this side is hinged. Oops, hold on. I pushed it the wrong way. There we go. So this side is hinged as well. And it does open all the way. I just have the bed in the way. The battery is here with some extra lumber pieces that I'm taking for the road because I'll probably change my mind on things. And oils and stuff that you need for the car at some
And I
point.
see you can access it from
And you can,
underneath
yes,
down
and these
here
you can get out
without having to move the
Exactly.
puppy.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
And
And then
of
let me
course
hop in on the other side and I'll show you the key feature that I Like, you'll have to reach over
Would
the bed, Norm.
oh, okay.
The other thing that we have here under his bed is on this side, the inside, is food storage. So I don't know if you can see down in
we'll
there.
see that. Okay, we'll come over
So
here and
his food, which we don't
and
have right now.
old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. And the cupboard was bare. Oh
Cupboard
my
is
God.
very bare right now.
So
But
anyway,
his food will go in there. So
all his food will go in there.
and then so it's easy
Then you got
access to
both,
be
right?
able to feed and whatnot. So, and that's all.
And all your solar monitoring and everything is really close here and handy
It's
to
all right here.
keep monitored. We already covered the interior of the solar.
Right. And the nice thing, the other thing with this is that the plugs are on this side right here for the inverter.
Right.
So I have I can plug in whatever here.
Right.
I'm gonna get a refrigerator at some point and whatnot, and it can all just
with easy access and that with this open air divider here. It looks like the inverter can breathe really well and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit back and then we can trade places if you wanna explain things coming backwards.
Just for complete thing, this was already here, but behind my driver's seat I have a step stool and a small table, and then my jack and everything is down underneath my seat. So again, easy access if I need to get to it. So when I came, I started out with a 4-drawer dresser and a bunch of Rubbermaid boxes.
So was that
milk crates?
Was
that
I
had in here before?
So the black drawers were all one dresser then?
So these 4 drawers was just one. And I cut it in half and kind of rebuilt part of it. This side of the dresser I had to raise up because the gas intake,
the fuel,
comes up underneath it.
Right.
So it actually worked out really well because this bin is Atlas's like medicines and nail clipping and all that stuff and extra treats. And then over there, because it's a weird space, is just going to be for his toys. So that worked out really well. And all of the drawers have locks. Just whatever you call those, little L. Yeah,
little L
hooks.
Yeah, little L hooks make a simple lock to keep it from opening going down the road. That's very convenient.
And then this is my pantry, basically.
And the same on your plastic tubs. You got the little L screws there for a latch. That's a nice, convenient, doable, and secure, inexpensive latch system.
And these are just, there's a 2x2 behind these, and they're just screwed to the 2x2.
Right. So they're not going to be sliding
So they're not going to go anywhere, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and then I built these 2 shelves here, and I just did this really cool thing that will help your video immensely. Check this out.
Oh, look at these are beautiful blue lights. Look at this up here on the ceiling. So now you got enhanced lighting. I'll go over here. We'll come back to that piece here in a minute here. But would you look at this? And so these are like what, glue lights or stapled or?
They're 3M just adhesive lights, and this is just one package. Did the whole thing.
So you made these shelves yourself?
So I made these shelves just out of plywood, 1/2-inch plywood, and that works as, it actually gave me a lot of extra storage. So this is more like pantry area, and then just kind of everything that you need.
And I noticed underneath you brought the baseboard down a little farther on the back.
So I could connect things like the power strip, or if I want to put, if I need to hang
so you can
extra.
Mount extra things under there.
The wall panel is just a wall board.
Right.
And so it's really not very strong to connect things to. And behind it, there's a gap.
Right.
And so there's
Like because
it's
of like
really hitting. Yeah,
these
you
kind of things.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find a place to anchor things on the wall. So I did that. So these are anchored to these braces
Right. On the back.
on the
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
and then that makes it a secure area to anchor to. So
And
that gave me a lot of storage. Up there I have another, basically the same thing that's anchored right here, just to keep stuff kind of back in there.
reading material you like to read apparently.
Reading material, my stove, just kind of odd shaped things that don't fit up top. This is a catch-all right now that hopefully will be temporary.
Yeah.
It's all the things that I haven't figured out where to put yet. So.
And how do you clean things up, clean yourself up, or use the bathroom or whatever?
So I do a lot of baby wipes. And then this is my new sink, which was another project. And right underneath where Norma's sitting on the bed, we'll show you when we get to the back, is a 30-gallon water tank. And that runs up here to my little brass faucet.
Now, during the solar interview, we mentioned the 12-volt pump. Is that the water pump that runs your?
Yes, that's the water pump, and you can, if you want to, you can show it. It's
I know.
Really, it's a really simple pump.
Yeah, it's right here.
Exactly.
And
it's really simple. And then I have a cutoff for that on the back side here as well, just an emergency one. But this is basically my sink. I've got water there. I made it tall so that I can fill water bottles without having to open this up. But when I open it up, my pot doubles as my sink. So I have my pot there.
So you got both a sink space and a surface space with the way you built that.
And a place to store my pot without having to.
You designed this yourself, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And then this front actually opens up.
Oh, it's a slide up.
It opens up like that. And then this right here is my toilet.
Right.
And you just pull it out, and that's my toilet.
And it rides back there very comfortably.
And it just rides, so if you need to use it for a chair or something, then you can just obviously just pull it out and close the door again.
I'm really impressed a little bit too with all this floor space that you got. I don't think you had that floor space when you arrived.
I did not.
At the time.
The bed came up to about here, and then this came all the way out to the edge of here. So I just had basically this little strip of floor space. And this right here is exactly why I tried to get more.
Right.
So that he could have some space to stretch out.
Stretch out, okay. And now over here on this side, I see something looks like a towel rack. How did this come about?
This is a shelf that Norm found, and it works perfectly for my towels that I didn't, and extra blankets that I didn't know where I was going to put. So it's anchored basically the same way. There's a header board that's mounted into the rafters, whatever those are called,
beams or whatever.
And then there's another one at the bottom,
right?
That's anchored into the metal, and then the shelf is just bolted to that. So and then
all your towels and extra blankets and stuff are up right up here.
Yep.
Very easy.
And then right here in this space is laundry, which is overflowing at the moment.
Yeah.
And underneath to my garage area is open. So and I have bins, which if I move this, I can slide forward. But
we're gonna.
But it's just like, this one
we'll
has
show
shoes
some of this from the back, and we just to pull it up here a little bit, that this is hinged, so you can get to it from top side or from either end. We'll see some of that from the back.
So this one is just the garage, which I'll show you in the back.
Right.
And I don't tend to open that one very often.
No.
But then over here, this side is
additional.
Here, let me do it up here.
Let me trade places here.
There we go.
All right.
Still a tight space, so.
Yeah, we can show the same thing from this end.
It's easier on this end.
Yeah.
It's easier to get to. So I have to move my camera, but this just is you just fold the mattress back, and it's just a hinged area. I've got all my crafting stuff in there.
Okay. And it looks like you can access it underneath here from the front without raising some of
A
that
little
up
bit,
if you
yeah.
had to.
Yeah, if you have small things, you could just
But,
put it in the front. But it's pretty easy to get to. You just have to fold the mattress back a little bit. And this is just a foam mattress, so
Right.
it's really easy
So,
to move around.
and then you got a fan in here,
This is a exhaust fan.
right?
It's exhaust and light.
Ah,
So there's another option for having some light. I was going to show you these. Oops, wrong direction. The curtains are really easy, but I have them up with a magnetic knife strip.
right.
So it's super strong and it's not going to go anywhere. And then I just have.
So you got a one of those magnetic knife strips, and you put it, wrap it around that, and then it hits right to the middle of the back doors. Or I notice you do that up.
This one is,
You've done that up here as well for a front curtain.
And this is just rolled.
Right.
So it just drops down, and then that blocks that space for at night.
Right.
So people can't see in.
Okay. Well, now let's step out and go around to the back doors here. Your cooler rides right there, so I guess that's your.
Oh, and then on the back of the sink here.
Oh yes.
I've got some. I put in some hooks for like cleaning supplies and dog toys and whatnot. And you can see here where this is bolted.
Right.
To the wall, and then this is screwed into it, so it's totally secure.
Not going to move around on you, and you made very good use of all the space, wall to wall.
And I wanted to have as few things that I have to secure when I leave, I'm ready to leave, as possible. So I tried to make sure that everything is.
That's his little bag of balls for his toys.
His bag of toys.
Yeah. So
another bag of toys.
Coming around here to the back.
So on the back, did some major work with the leaking seals. Thank you. And then this is the back. So
this shows a little bit more how you can have the you got the fold up under the bed to where you can.
Right, so you can fold the mattress back, open just the side, or you can open here.
And you can pull things out from under here besides that.
Exactly.
Right.
And then it's just storage underneath.
Yeah, just more storage.
I basically put the two ends, stuff that I get into, and then the middle part is.
Right.
Like your true
And then
garage.
as we move over, we got the water tank, and I noticed you got it mounted in the center, and running lengthwise with the van.
Right.
Which keeps it from sloshing sideways.
Keeps it from sloshing. It does slosh a little bit front to back, but keeps it from rocking on the van.
So you built this on both sides, because I see you got both that storage there that folds up.
That's where we were up front.
And this top here folds up as well,
and this folds up as well. So if you fold the mattress all the way back in half, that could open towards the wall, and then you can get to those middle ones without.
And you can still from back here access this stuff without having to fold up the bed or anything else. Yep. And and
I've got some hanging. That's like my shower bag and to-go bag, overnight bags.
Then
I've got a tool bag back here and one up front.
And then I see one more thing that looks kind of interesting.
This is my chair. Which
nice
used
folding
to be
chair.
Behind Atlas's seat.
So
but there's no room there now.
Oh, okay. Well, so it
this works better.
Just hangs on the inside of the door, and it closes really well. I see.
Fine,
I see you got a couple of little hooks down.
Gotta be creative sometimes.
Yeah, right. And doesn't rack and it swings out of your way, and very handy when you stop, right?
And it doesn't bounce around because it is right up against the bed. So that's it. So all I have left to do is actually get the solar panels and get them mounted. And And then we'll be
But
completely powered.
anyway, well, it looks like this really made it's making a big difference in your life. We thank you for coming and trusting us with some of the work and all that sort of thing as
Absolutely.
well.
I appreciate
And
everybody's help too.
you were very industrious and done a lot of it yourself, piece at a time and refiguring. And I know there was probably a lot of frustration going on with it during the
No,
process,
it's
or interrupted with rain or whatever. So, and then waiting on parts to come in
yeah.
and that sort of thing. So, and
It's
so
it's
anyway,
always a work in progress. It always will be. So
yeah,
we always change little things here and there.
yeah,
So
yeah, I've been tweaking mine for over 2 years now.
yeah.
So, anyway, we want to thank you. Again, this is Celeste Wade.